Remy, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for asking me.
All right, so let's talk about that not guilty plea. You know, I was watching that live and I was a little taken back by that. And we also got a lot of online comments from people upset that he would plead guilty with so much evidence against him. He confessed to investigators that he came specifically to El Paso to target Mexicans. So tell us, what is the strategy behind that plea?
A not guilty plea is not really the same as saying that you're innocent. In law, it's considered to be instead a way of saying to the prosecution, prove your case beyond a reasonable doubt. In other words, bear your burden of proof in this case. But viewers should not understand a not guilty plea as saying, I'm innocent, I didn't do it. That's not what it means legally, although it sounds to the lay person like, of course, that's exactly what you're saying, but it isn't.
We also heard from the suspect's attorney there. He spoke to reporters and he said there are two sides to every story and that people should keep an open mind. In your opinion, what kind of defense do you think they're trying to build here?
Well, this is very early in this process. And so, of course, what the defense would like to do is remind all of the people, particularly in the El Paso area, some of those people who will serve on a jury in this case, that the case is not proven until the state of Texas has actually put on evidence in a court of law, even though there have been public statements made and perhaps some statements made to the police. Legally, those don't count for anything until they are repeated in a court of law.
Okay. There's been a lot of speculation about this, about moving the trial out of El Paso. You know, most recently we saw the trial for the Santa Fe shooting. That was moved. So in this case, the suspect's attorneys, they haven't answered that question to reporters. I mean, is this something you think is a possibility, and who requests this change?
I do think it's a possibility. Either the defense or the state could request a change of venue.
So this is not something that's automatic, right? It depends on what the defense, if somebody actually requests this.
That's correct. It has to be requested. If it's not requested, then the trial will go forward in El Paso.
All right, Gerald Ramey, professor of law at St. Mary's in San Antonio. Thank you again for your insight and for joining us.
You're welcome.